Hey romance readers, Linda here, coming back at you with another video. Happy Thursday. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. And today I'm coming to you with a book haul. Yeah, I've been buying books. I haven't been reading any, but I've been buying. I've still been purchasing them. Because sometimes I read the synopsis on these books and it be sounding too good to leave in the store and I have to get it. I have to. That's my excuse and I'm sticking with that. So let's get started. First up I have Lisa Kleypas. I've mentioned on here that she's a favorite author of mine. And I saw this in Walmart and I couldn't leave it in there. It's Hello Stranger by Lisa Kleypas. This is part of the Ravenels series. And this is book 4. I think I've read Cold Hearted Rake and Marion Winterborn. I didn't read her last book that she put out, and that's Devil in Spring. I read the synopsis of that. That didn't catch my attention, but I looked at it on Amazon, and it's been getting really good reviews. So maybe I'll go and check it out. I don't know, but the synopsis didn't catch my attention. But maybe I'll check it out. I don't know. Maybe I can get it at the used books, find it at the used bookstore somewhere. But I read the synopsis of this one and I was like, yeah, I gotta have this. And this is, like I said, Lisa Kleypas, Hello Stranger. I'll read you a little bit of back of this. Dr. Garrett, the only female physician in English, and that caught my attention. Oh, she's a doctor in England. Back in wherever this is, what year was this set in? It's a historical in the 1800s. I was like, yeah, I gotta read this. Dr. Garrett Gibson, the only female physician in England, is as daring and independent as any man. Why not take her pleasures like one? Yet she has never been tempted to embark on an affair until now. Ethan Ransom, a former detective for Scotland Yard, is as gallant as he is secretive. A rumored assassin whose true loyalties are a mystery. For one exhilarating night, they give in to their potent attraction before becoming strangers again. So I was like, yeah, I got to give this a try. And this is Hello Stranger, Lisa Kleypas, book number 4 in the Ravenels series. Next I have Sarah McCarty. I haven't read her in a while. I went to Books A Million this weekend and I saw this and I was like, let me give this a try because I haven't read one of her books in a long time. And it's a Western. Sarah McCarty, Luke's Cut. This is from I think this book is in the Hell's 8 series. I've read a couple of books out of that series. Here go the titles here. Ace's Wild, Caden's Vow, Shadow Stand. I think I had Shadow Stands. Tracker's Sin, Tucker's Claim, Sam's Creed. I remember reading Sam's Creed. And Cain's Reckoning. I think I had that one too. I read quite a few of those. But like I said, I mentioned on here before, like when I read a series for a long time, all the books start sounding the same. So I haven't read any of, I didn't read all the Hell's 8 series. Yeah, because I started reading, I was really enjoying them. Then they were like, these books starting to sound just the same. So I quit reading them, but I saw this in Books A Million. I had to get it. I read the synopsis. And yeah, it sounded very interesting. I'll read a little bit of this. He's the last bachelor standing among the men of Hell's 8. And he'll settle for nothing less than passion. Unencumbered by wife or family, Luke Bellin is the obvious member of Hell's 8 to lead a treacherous trek across Comanche territory. But Luke suspect he will never know another minute peace when photographer Jody Kinder joins the wagon train. Will Smart Jody has a voluptuous figure, a sunny disposition, and a knack for getting into dangerous scrapes in pursuit of the perfect shot. Luke thinks Josie too young, too sweet to be despoiled by the rough life and hard-bitten land he loves. And this is Sarah McCarty, Luke's Cut. Is this an old book or is this? Let's see when this was published. Oh, this was published last year, so yeah. I haven't read this one, so I'm going to give it a try. I hope it's good. Next up, I also got this when I went to Books A Million too this weekend. I got The Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory. I hope I'm pronouncing her last name right. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube recommending this book, so I said, let me give it a try. And I think this is like an interracial romance. So like, let me check it out, see what's going on. I'll read a little bit of this. I vow to take thee as my date, to pretend to have and to hold, from rehearsal dinner to reception end, till Sunday do us part. And I think people on YouTube been saying that this is like a they meet in an elevator, and one of them is going to a wedding, and they don't have a date, so the person they meet in the elevator, they invite to the to be their date. I think that's what's going on. The wedding date. I guess that's why I call it the wedding date. And I read a little of the synopsis. Agreeing to go to a wedding with a guy she gets stuck in. Agreeing to go to a wedding with a guy she gets stuck with in an elevator is something Alexis Monroe would normally do. She's definitely not the spontaneous type, but there's something about Drew Nichols that's too hard to resist. Drew has never found it hard to meet women or to know just when to leave them. But now, on the eve of his ex's wedding festivity, he going to his ex's wedding, I'll be like, no, I don't think so. Especially if you still got emotion for that person. Yeah, not happening. But now on the eve of his ex's wedding festivity, he's minus a +1 until a power outage strands him with the perfect candidate for a fake girlfriend. And this is The Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory. Yeah, I'm going to leave that alone, but there you go. Next up, I have 2 books by Penelope Douglas. This is Coverup. I think this is the first book in the series. I don't know what the name of this series is, but I saw this cover. I really liked it. And I think this is about, I heard about this also. People been recommending this. It's been getting good reviews, so I was like, let me give it a try. And I'll read a little bit of synopsis. And like I said, I think this is a series. I think it's about a bunch of guys who all went to school together. And I guess each guy is going to have their own book. So I'll read a little bit of this. I was told that dreams were our heart's desire. My nightmares, however, became my obsession. His name is Michael Chris. My boyfriend, older brother. Oh boy, here we go. Now you going with the guy, but you got feelings for his brother. I can't. My boyfriend, older brother is like that scary movie that you peek through your hand. It's like that scary movie that you peek through your hands to watch. He's handsome, strong, and completely terrifying. The star of his college basketball team and now gone pro. He's more concerned with the dirt on his shoe than me. But I noticed him. I saw him. I heard him. The things that he did and the deeds that he hid. For years I bit my nails, unable to look away. Now I've graduated high school and moved on to college, but I haven't stopped watching Michael. He's bad, and the dirt I've seen isn't content to stay in my head anyway. Let me read that again. And the dirt I've seen isn't content to stay in my head anymore. Yeah, I have to talk to myself. I have to read what I see, because I be putting words where I think I mentioned that before. Put my own words in there. Yeah, because he's finally noticed me. Oh boy, here we go. And this is Coverup, and I like, it's kind of thick too, you know. I like thick books, so I'm gonna have to give that a try. Coverup. And this is the second book in the series. I really love this cover. I think I mentioned on here, like, I like Asian theme, Asian things, anything that look like it's Asian, yeah, I'm all in. This is Hideaway, Penelope Douglas, and I read a little bit of this. Buried in the shadows of the city, there's a hotel called the Pope. Ailing, empty, and dark, it sits abandoned and surrounded by a forgotten mystery. But you think it's true. Don't you, Kyle Morey? The story about the hidden 12th floor, the mystery of the dark guest who never checked in and never checked out. You think I can help you? You think I can help you find the secret hideaway and get to him, don't you? You and your friends can try to scare me. You can try to push me, because even though I struggle to hide everything I feel when you look at me, and have ever since I was a girl, I still know that what you seek is so much closer than you'll ever realize. I will never betray him. So sit tight. On Devil's Night, the hunt will be coming to you. And And I think this is the girl talking in that in those couple of sentences right there. And this is Hideaway by Penelope Douglas. So I had to get, I really bought these for the cover. Yeah. Next I have up, it's another series here. It's Scarred Souls. And I think this is I didn't actually get the books. This is like 2 books in one. One book is called Raze and the other one is called Reap. And this is by Tillie Cole. I'll read a little bit of synopsis of both of these. Conditioned in captivity to become a dangerous weapon, prisoner 818 is an unstoppable fighter in the ring. Violence is all he knows. After years of incarceration in an underground hell, he has only one thought: get revenge on the men who wronged him. Kelsa Volkova is the only daughter of the head of the infamous Red Bosses of New York, Russian Bratver. I guess that's how you pronounce that. Her father's savage treatment of his rival and his lucrative underground gambling ring, the dungeon, ensures that nowhere is safe, even as she dreams of a life away from her virtual prison. One evening, Kelsa stumbles upon a tattooed, scarred, but stunningly beautiful homeless man on the street. Something about him stirs her feelings deep within her. Familiar yet impossibly forbidden desires. A mysterious, silent man, Kelsa yearns for him, craves his touch. This man they call Raze. And that's the book, that's the synopsis for Raze. And let me read the one for Reap. Raised as a test subject for the Georgian Brava obedient drug, prisoner 221 fails to think, act, or live for himself. His master's perfectly crafted let me start all over. Prisoner 221 fails to think, act, or live for himself. His master's perfectly crafted killing puppet. Unraveled in the to the death combat, 221 successfully secures business for the Georgian mafia boss of New York in the dark criminal underground until he is captured. Tessa, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name, longs to break from the heavy clutches of Brava life and away from the stifling leash of her Russian Brava boss father and from the brutality of her work at the dungeon. But when she meets her family captor, who is more monster than man, she starts to see the man beneath, a powerful, damaged man whose heart calls to her. So I guess these guys are going to be fighting in an underground, I guess it's like a underground fighting ring or something, and I guess it's illegal because it's dealing with the mafia. Yeah. Scarred Soul, because I guess they're going to be Scarred Soul. And look, they don't even have name. 818 and 221. Yeah. And this is Scarred Soul. I don't, if this is the, I think this is the Scarred Soul series. And I don't know which, and this is also in the series. I don't know if this might be book 3. I'm not for sure. And this is Riot. Yep. A Scarred Souls novel. So this is a series that she's doing. I never read Tillie Cole before. I read a little bit of this one, and like I said, this is called Riot. They call me 901. I'm a monster, a killer, a champion in the blood pit I am a god. I have no name, no family, and no identity. When master says fight, I fight until I am the only one left standing. I have one goal, to fight so well that I am freed. I don't need friends. I don't need women. They are weaknesses. I am strong until I see her. It's always got to be a her. Until he sees her. She is gorgeous and kind and off limits to me. She was stolen as a child to be the worst type of slave, and now master wants her. What he wants, he get. With a smile, she melts my brutal heart. I have never wanted anything more. I need to make a choice. Freedom or love. I cannot choose wrong. And that's Riot, a Scarred Souls novel. And it don't seem that long. I might have to give this a try. It's not that long of a book to read. So I got those 2. And the last 2 here I got from my Romance Reveal book box. And I just wanted to show those to you again. I don't know. I probably forgot to show you that they are signed books. Because sometimes I just look through it and I forget to even show that the author has signed these books. And if you haven't seen my Romance Reveal book box video, these were in there, these last 2. And this is L.K. Farlow, Coming Up Roses. And like I said, they signed them. Oh My Stars. And she signed it. I won't read the back of these, but I'll just show them to you. Like I said, he was in my romance reveal book box. I added them to this little pile here. And I wanted to read this one, The Truth About Falling. And this is by H.M. Sholander. And I'll show you, she signed it. And I like this cover, it's nice. And this one sounds, I'll read the back of this one. This one sounds interesting. Take the path on the left and turn into a beautiful princess. Veer right and wind up homeless. Choices, we make them every day. I was on a path, I was going to become an improved version of Jade Hart, immersing myself in the world of art, but that didn't happen. Instead, I'm on a new road, failing miserably, wondering how I ended up in this place. Now I'm the girl no one wants to be around, the one who has 1,000 feet of steel forged around her, not daring to let anyone through until him. And this is The Truth About Falling. It sounded interesting, so I was like, I gotta give that a try. And I'll go ahead and read, since I read that one, I'll go ahead and read the back of this one. And this is set in the South, because they mentioned a store I used to go to when I was little. Piggly Wiggly, yeah, I mentioned it. Maya Rose McGraw may be 20, single and pregnant, but she's no damsel in distress. She doesn't need a man after all her grams taught her a thing or two about making lemonade out of life's lemons. Then she meet Cash Carson. Reeling from a bad breakup, Cash is sworn off love. It led to nothing but pain and misery, and he's determined to move forward alone until a redhead southern beauty crashes into him with her shopping cart at the local Piggly Wiggly. I was like, hey, Piggly Wiggly. Piggly Wiggly getting mentioned in the old romance books. That's all I have. I have one more thing I want to share with you all out there. I bought me another book pouch. Yeah, I was like, why you can get this book pouch? You can make them yourself. But I saw this on an Etsy shop I was looking at. I was like, I got to have it. And it said, I still believe in heroes. When I saw this with all the superheroes on here, I was like, so I've been to see all the superhero movies. I'm a big action movie fan and a fan of all these characters. Thor, you got Nick Fury, you got Black Widow, Hulk, Iron Man, Captain America. Yeah, I had to get it. And the Etsy shop is called Story Hero. So I'll leave a link below if you like book pouches like I do. I'll leave that below and you can go check it out and if you see if you like anything on that shop. I had to get this one, and it's pretty big too. I can get about 2 or 3 books up in here, and I like it because it had a flap on there with the Velcro. And like I mentioned, the shop is called Story Hero. I'll leave that link and you can check it out yourself. I still believe in heroes. Well, that's all I have for you today. I hope everyone continue to have a happy Thursday, and I'll see you next week. Keep reading those romances. Bye.